So good morning, and we should be in Amsterdam this morning.
We're getting close.
We're getting close, yeah. We're just in the canal at the moment because, things sort of have changed.
The weather changed things, and they've had to keep changing their arrival time in Amsterdam. So the latest estimate is between 1 and 1:30, but we should have already been there by now. You can't do much about the weather.
Should have been there this morning.
And they're keeping everybody very well up to date with what's going on, and they are changing programmes and changing times of tours, and we'll keep updating people on what's happening there. So it's very good actually.
Yeah, very good.
The information's been
service.
very good. Yeah.
So we thought we'd catch up from last night. So when we last left you, we were in Colours and Tastes, which was an okay meal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
think I probably enjoyed my main course more than you.
Yeah, it was all right. But
it was spoilt at the end by the.
Yeah.
It took an awful long time for the sweets to come out. Well, mine would have been pre-prepared, and yours was banana fritters. How long does it take to?
We had to wait 25 minutes for them, which made us a little bit late for the theatre. But there's another story, the theatre. So we wanted to see the show because it was one that had been postponed from the first night, wasn't it? Magical Mystery Tour.
Because they had technical difficulties.
And there was a lot of hype about it, and we thought, it's going to be some spectacular show. So we went in, and it wasn't very good, was it? We don't walk out in shows, but if I could have got out without disturbing other people, I'd have walked out.
It's a shame because the guys were working very hard up there.
Yeah, they were.
It was just so bad.
The sound's
and we
not
haven't
good.
spoken to anybody since that thought it was that good.
So from there, we went on to do the quiz.
Yeah, that was dire, wasn't it?
We were dire. So we've won the 2 previous nights, and last night we got 3 out of 50. We were awful.
But then the winning team only had 9.
Yeah, but we were.
It was awful.
We were awful. Yeah, very bad. So we stayed there and had a chat with Rose and Gil and Sandra for a while, didn't we? And then we went up to the Observatory to see JD Soul singer, and he was great.
Yeah, what a lovely personality, going right the way around the room, singing to everybody individually. Beautiful voice, really nice personality. That was very nice up there actually.
It was lovely. We must go back again tonight.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, he was very good, and it was a nice atmosphere up there. It was a little bit bouncy, wasn't it?
It was a bit bouncy, yeah. It got a bit rocky last night, didn't it? And
made it interesting watching the people dancing. But
a few crashes and bangs and things, but hey, that's all right. But we had a really good night's sleep last night, didn't we? We were sort of down low midships, and although it was a bit bumpy, and we heard other people this morning in breakfast saying that how terrible the storm was and everything last night, but we just slept through it, so we were either very lucky or just tired.
And so on to breakfast this morning. We went back into the main dining room because we had plenty of time. Got given a lovely seat at the back of the dining room, and we were able to watch going in through the lock gates, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. It was interesting.
Really interesting. But unfortunately, the fried breakfast that we had was cold.
Yeah, very cold. I think the egg that I had was colder than the cold milk that we had to put in our tea.
So we weren't overly impressed because that's the second meal we've had in there, or second breakfast we've had in there that's been cold.
So we did mention it to the maitre d', didn't we?
Yeah.
And said, it's cold. But the food was good, and that's such a sad thing, really. But we haven't had cold food in the evening.
No.
Evening, it's been fine. So, not quite sure what the problem is, but very unlike me, I think I might be heading to the buffet again tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to do today now, are we?
No,
I think we might play golf and do a quiz this morning.
Most plans have been thrown up in the air for everybody, so we'll go along and see what's going on.
Then we've got a thermal pass to the spa this afternoon.
Yeah.
So we'll go in there and enjoy that, because that looks really nice. And very, very, very good value for money. And you have it to yourselves. So that's also quite special. And then we'll see what the afternoon brings us, whether we go ashore or not. I think it'll depend on the weather. We've got nothing planned.
I think so.
But at the moment, when
wouldn't be much fun going out there at the moment.
No, it's torrential rain. And we've been here several times before, so we'll just wait and see. Maybe we book a trip up this evening on the canals, because we're here overnight again. And it would be nice to go ashore, because it's a lovely place, Amsterdam. So we don't know what's going to happen after that, so we'll wait and see.
We'll probably take you with us.
So this is our sailing along the North Sea Canal. It's still quite windy, bitter, but it has finally stopped raining, which is quite encouraging for this afternoon. Not particularly picturesque. So we've just done morning trivia, haven't we, Lindsay?
We have.
How did we get on?
Well, we didn't win, but we didn't do too badly.
No, we got 16 out of 20, didn't we? It was quite pleased with that.
A few guesses in there.
Yeah, and a few that we could have gone either way on, and we went the wrong way.
Usually.
Yeah, but no, it was good. The winning score was 18, so we're quite close, weren't we? Yeah. Hi, so we've arrived in Amsterdam, and it turned out to be a little bit earlier than the latest prediction, so we got in about 12:30, didn't we?
I think so. I wasn't really watching the clock, to be honest.
No, because where have we just come from?
We've just been to lunch up in the buffet.
Yeah.
How civilised is that?
It's still civilised for a buffet. It's great. I mean, you turn up and we met this young lady at the door, and she and her colleagues found us a table, escorted us to the table.
Well, it's just like it's just like any restaurant, really. They seat you, so you're not going to be wandering around with plates of hot food getting cold while you find somewhere to sit.
I had quite a long wait because there was no. I went and tried some of the pasta, and I must say it was really, really nice.
Yeah, because they do that to order again, don't they?
Yeah, they do that to order, but unfortunately there was no one staffing the station because they had an overload on fish and chip sales. They had like 3 people dealing with the fish and chips, and the pasta station was completely empty. But someone did come eventually, and it was really nice. And what did you have, Lind?
I had lasagna and chips.
And?
They don't know the meaning of the word small.
Oh.
Can I just have a small piece? No, they don't understand that at all. Can you halve it?
Was it good?
It was very tasty, actually.
Yeah. Food's very good in the buffet. So yeah, all good. And now we've just got a little while, and then we're off to the spa. Aren't we? Yes.
I'm not sure I'm taking you in there.
Oh yeah, I am.
Well, you might. I'm not going to take them in there.
There's a room with a view as well.
Oh yeah, there is.
Because you've got the view out the
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably just.
He might take you then.
I'll film it on my phone. I'm not taking my camera in there because it might get a bit hot and sweaty. So we've just got in the thermal room now, and look at it all around here. It's nice. And we've got the whole place to ourselves as well. Just going to have a little look round and bring you with me first of all before we jump in the hot tub. We've got a couple of little showers here. And then we've got all these hot stone beds here. And then I think over here we got the saunas. Oh yeah. There's the sauna. Nice little sauna there. And then we got another one over here. I'm not quite sure what this one is. Oh, That's a dry one, and the other one's a hot one, wet one. Steam room. So that's quite nice. Then you've got a view. You can actually see outside into Amsterdam through very steamy, condensated windows. It's quite good, isn't it? Oh, here we are in the pool. Lush, lovely and warm, lovely and bubbly. So we're on the hot stone beds now, having a little treat. It's really warm, this one. They all seem to be at different temperatures, so I guess you just find the one you fancy and give it a go. But the trouble is with these things, you just fall asleep on them forever, can't you? Night night. And just to prove how comfortable it really was, I did indeed fall asleep and trust Lindsey to get her phone out when not wanted. So after a nice hour in the spa, we've come to the relaxation room now to get a kip, cool down a bit and just relax with some nice chilled water and some nice comfy beds. Lovely. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you. So here we are in Amsterdam and Lindsey's found a little friend.
Yeah, I've never had one quite this colour before.
No?
No.
What's it called, Lindsey?
No.
Ranunculus?
No. It's just a colourful cow.
Is she a Frisian? Is you Frisian?
No, not yet. We haven't gone outside yet.
Oh, alright.
There's always one. I hope that's not like a paddle car. I hope you can get out of it. Famous last words.
So we've arrived in Amsterdam. Moped going up the cycle lane.
Yeah, you just got to watch out for all the vehicles, haven't you?
Yeah, so we're here and it's quite nice.
Chilly.
It's not raining. It's not raining, but it's chilly. So we just come out for a little stroll after our time in the spa, didn't we? Mm-hmm. It feels a little colder than it should after being in there. But fresh air is doing us good. I think when we get back to the cabin, which won't be that long, I think we'll just fall asleep, don't you?
Possibly.
Let's see where we end up.
As long as we don't miss dinner.
As long as we don't miss dinner. No. This is a nice one tonight as well. So we started walking, taking in the sights, and didn't have a clue what we were going to do. But then after a little while, this happened. So we decided to hop onto a little canal boat. We're going for a trip around Amsterdam for an hour. Looking forward to it.
Welcome to Amsterdam, capital city of the Netherlands. What better way to experience this compact and very international city than from the unique perspective of its waterways? There certainly are a lot of them.
And so we set off on our guided tour of Amsterdam. It's a really good way to get a perspective of the city if you haven't been there before. And if you have, and it's freezing cold like it was this day, it's a good way to have a look around without freezing. So why not sit back and enjoy the ride with us? Amsterdam's canals are a world famous tourist attraction, and that's why we chose to do this trip. The Amsterdam canals are over 100 kilometres long, and the official record says there are 165 different canals in the city. Here's a quick look at the map. There are more than 1,700 bridges in Amsterdam. For comparison, that's 1,300 more than there are in Venice, and many of these bridges can open to let tall ships pass through. Some locals choose to live in houseboats on the canals of Amsterdam, which means there are around 3,000 houseboats moored on the canals. It's a well-known fact that the Dutch love to cycle, and there are more than 800,000 bicycles in Amsterdam. But some people can be a bit reckless with them, so every year more than 10,000 bicycles are fished out of the canals. Although it's not recommended because of the hidden hazards below the surface of the water, like bikes, people do sometimes swim in the murky Amsterdam canals. In fact, there's an annual fundraising event called Amsterdam City Swim, in which people dive into some Amsterdam canals to raise money for charity. And guess what? Just as we left our canal barge, it started to pour with rain, so we quickly found a taxi and went back to the ship. And after a quick shower and change to warm up, it was ready for dinner. What are you having to eat, Linz?
Food.
Merlot. Get your priorities right. It's the first drink of the day, look.
Yeah, and even then, Dillis tried to nick some.
She did?
Yeah, so what am I having? I'm having a pork terrine.
Yes. Game terrine?
Game terrine, something like that.
Yes, a terrine.
Yeah, a terrine of some sort. And then I'm having soup.
Scotch broth.
Oh, is that what it is? Soup.
Yeah, I'm having Scotch broth.
And then I'm having haggis wrapped in chicken.
Chicken stuffed with haggis.
Well, haggis is listed first.
That's true, yeah.
So we'll see what that is.
I'd have had that if it wasn't for the chicken.
I might end up leaving the chicken and just eating the haggis because it comes with bubble and squirt. Squeak,
Ooh,
sorry.
Squeak, yeah, no, it'll be squirt tomorrow. So I've got a crispy egg to start with.
Yeah, it's got black pudding crust.
Black pudding and something, yeah, so that'd be interesting.
It's obviously leftovers from breakfast.
Could be, well, let's hope it's hotter. I've got a crispy egg, and then I've got the Scotch broth, and then I'm doing a lamb korma.
Yeah.
We'll see what that turns out. I took pictures of my crispy egg, and it was sort of a bit like a Scotch egg without the sausage meat. It was a sort of deep fried boiled egg with a sort of breadcrumb crust on it. It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice and nice and soft in the middle as well. And it came with like lumps of black pudding and a few peas and a bit of veg. But there was a great big dollop of brown sauce on the plate with it. And I hate brown sauce. Ooh, disgusting for me. But probably very nice for other people. And what was yours like, Lindsey? Oh, clean plate.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. With the onion marmalade was just delicious. It also had a bit of homemade piccalilli, which I'm now going to demonstrate.
Is it awful or just sharp?
It's sharp.
Sharp. Oh, have a glass of wine, dear.
Oh,
wash it down, you'll feel better. The soup, Lindsey.
I failed.
What was it like?
Sorry. It was like soup.
Yeah, but it wasn't what I was expecting, the Scotch broth.
No, but a broth is not really.
I was expecting a Heinz one, like thick white soup.
But it had vegetables, it had pearl barley,
Yep.
it had meat, it had bucket loads of pasta.
Yeah, you found it a bit hot, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't that hot, mine was a bit cold. Well, it wasn't cold, it was lukewarm, but it was a nice flavour, very nice flavour.
Very nice flavour, but it's got to my lips a little bit.
No. It was the one the other night.
I need some help.
We'll quench it with that red Merlot. That's it, go on. Finish it off. It's nice. It comes with a poppadom and naan bread. And I've got mango chutney with it as well, and rice, and raita as well. Really looking forward to this.
Hello.
Hello.
So you've eaten your dinner.
I have.
I can see that there's a clear plate.
As usual. But, so it was really nice. The flavours were lovely. I've had better naan bread. The poppadoms were great.
Don't rub it in about the poppadoms.
The poppadoms were great.
Yeah.
The lamb curry was really nice, really tender lamb, really tasteful, not hot, spicy.
Yeah.
If it was all a bit warmer, it would have been so much nicer. I think there seems to be a bit of a theme going on now tonight that this hasn't been that hot. My soup wasn't very hot, but it could be because the temperature's colder outside.
Well, I have to say that my haggis with chicken around it was very nice. I would prefer to have my haggis with meats and tatties.
Yep.
But actually, the bubble and squeak
mash
was lovely.
Oh, really?
And accentuated by the sauce that I had on top. So white sauce. One thing I've found is that everything seems to be seasoned quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is. The food is good.
Gonna have to interrupt
Just
you.
not very warm.
Waiter's waiting.
Yeah,
So
waiter's
we've
waiting.
got the pudding list now.
Yeah, now I don't do...
You got a problem?
I don't do puddings normally, especially on P&O, because they're a bit naff. But I got a real problem tonight, so banoffee pie, love it. Then there's cream cinnamon raspberry toasted almond rice pudding, which sounds lovely.
Rhubarb, apple and ginger sponge pudding.
No, not for me,
Caramel popcorn sundae.
Caramel popcorn sundae.
I wonder if they could do the caramel popcorn and just leave the sundae out.
Sounds good, but they've also still got chocolate punch cake on there that I haven't
What are you going to do?
Have all 4? Oh, and then finish off with cheese and biscuits as well.
Well, you'll be finished off completely by that time.
And a glass of port.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh dear.
No?
Are we going to be in for a challenge later with your drinks?
I'm thinking of trying some different cocktails tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
You realise this could be trouble then?
I might try a margarita to be honest. But I do like the salty rim.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah. Indeed. So after I trip to the spa this afternoon, have you got a hint and tip for the ladies?
Yes. I'm not quite sure how to word this. But if you're like me and you've got a bit of a funny shape and you wear a two-piece, the top of which is sort of almost got a skirt on it, suggest you don't wear it in a hot tub.
Why?
Well, if you do, then tuck it into the shorts.
Why?
Because otherwise you're likely to get air bubbles.
It spits at you. It was spurting liquid in your face.
Air bubble that was about that big. And it just went, once it started, you couldn't stop it. It just went,
It was ever so
You had
funny.
to be there. You had to be there, but seriously,
I wasn't allowed to film it because I'd have been shot.
just
But
think about what
it
you
was
wear.
so funny. So, Liz, what have you got?
Well, banoffee pie.
Banoffee pie and...
And they've been very special and brought me some popcorn.
Oh, I know.
Because it was part of one of the other dishes.
And I've got me banoffee pie, but I've also got cheese and biscuits as well to share with you.
No.
Well, I've got to have something to go with the red wine. What's your opinion on the banoffee pie?
It was very good, actually.
It was good,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was.
Yeah.
Not too big a slice, so it didn't get too
I thought
heavy.
it was lovely.
No, it was very good.
And your popcorn?
Oh, my special popcorn. Yeah, it's very nice. And I ate a whole pot of it.
I had one piece, but only when you weren't looking.
I was going to say, I didn't notice that.
No, I just pinched a bit when you weren't looking.
What about your cheese plate?
Cheese was lovely and the banoffee pie was gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoyed tonight's meal. It's been really good.
Actually, isn't it?
The soup and the lamb dish was a bit on the tepid side, but the flavours and everything tonight has been really good. And super service
I was going to say
with
attentive service without being over the top.
with our wonderful waiters. Here we go. Oh, let's see if we can get this in focus. Francis and Brian, they're wonderful. I've got a margarita. salty rim. So, cheers.
Oh dear.
The salt got me in the end. It's very nice. What have you got, Linz?
I've gone all cosmopolitan.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh yeah, cosmopolitan. A good one? Is it like a...
Well, that's just very nice.
Just very nice. Good. And then it was theatre time. Tonight we had Liverpool comedian Paul Boardman.
He said they don't even notice they're all watching a film. But he talks like a pirate, right? He's got... No pirates have got that like... He talks like that in real life. You'll be having breakfast, he'll go, just pass me the HP sauce there, thank you. They always say sit back, relax, pirates as well, don't they? Doesn't matter what the situation is, you'll be sitting there like that and they'll come on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking, sorry for the delay, I just found a bit of Sentex down in the cargo hold. It's being cleared away now, so sit back, relax, enjoy. I was on a flight the other week when, oh, ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking, sorry for the delay, just been looking for the antidepressants.
And after an excellent show, it was time to head up to the Observatory for a few more drinks. Sangria, it's a small glass.
It is a small glass. There's a lot of fruit in it still.
Go for it, girl.
Oh, it's more like a fruit punch, isn't it? It's not the same as...
It's not the same?
No, it's not the
It's
same.
not as nice?
It's alright, it's drinkable.
Alright.
But it's more like a fruit punch.
Okay.
Just drink that slowly. Looks expensive.
It is. Well, it might be. I'm not really sure. Kir Royale. Cheers. It's very nice. Oh, it is. Yeah, very nice. So, as recommended by the waiter,
Yeah. If I don't like it, it's his fault.
Singapore sling.
Oh, it's quite bitter.
I told you it was bitter, sour.
It's not sour, but it's not sweet.
No, it's not. What have I got? That's a wine. And that's where we spent the rest of the night till around 2 a.m. in the morning. Don't forget to join us for our next vlog on our final full day at sea, where we take a final look round the ship, watch the staff enjoying themselves, negotiate the world's biggest lock, watch an ice carving demonstration, meet new friends and wind up with a fantastic meal at Vasco. Don't forget to join us and see you soon.